The observation chamber fell silent as Commander Vexlar studied the human specimen through the reinforced viewport. The creature sat motionless in the center of the detention cell, head bowed, shoulders slumped. After 72 standard cycles of interrogation, psychological warfare, and calculated deprivation, the human finally appeared defeated. "The breaking point has been achieved," Vexlar announced to his research team, his chitinous mandibles clicking with satisfaction. "Document this for the collective. Humans are not the warriors the galaxy fears. They are fragile, easily broken." Dr. Thexana, the Vryn neuroscientist, adjusted her optical sensors. "Commander, his vital signs remain unusually stable." "Brain activity shows exhaustion," Vexlar interrupted. "As expected. Prepare the compliance protocols. The human will provide military intelligence within the next cycle." The prisoner's name was Marcus Webb, former lieutenant in the Terran Defense Corps. He had been captured 3 months ago during a skirmish near the Kepler Belt. Since then, the Vryn Collective had subjected him to every technique in their considerable arsenal: sleep deprivation, sensory overload, isolation, psychological manipulation, each method designed to shatter the human mind and extract valuable tactical data. Marcus hadn't spoken in days. He barely moved. To the Vryn researchers, he appeared completely broken. They didn't understand that humans had a different relationship with breaking. On the 73rd cycle, they entered his cell. 4 guards, fully armored, plasma rifles trained on the motionless figure. Vexlar followed, translator device in hand. "Human," the commander began, "you will now cooperate. Your resistance has ended. Your spirit is shattered. You will tell us the location of Earth's defense stations." Marcus didn't respond, didn't even lift his head. Vexlar moved closer. "Do you hear me, creature? Your defiance is..." The human moved. It wasn't the sluggish movement of a defeated prisoner. It was explosive, precise, devastatingly efficient. Marcus's hand shot out, crushing the translator device and seizing Vexlar's thorax in one fluid motion. He used the commander's body as a shield, his other hand somehow already holding a plasma rifle stripped from the nearest guard. The observation team watched in horror as the broken human systematically disabled all 4 guards in less than 8 seconds. "Impossible," Dr. Thexana whispered. "His muscle density should be insufficient. His neural pathways showed depression markers. He should be physically incapable." "You don't understand humans," Marcus said, his voice rough from disuse but steady. He kept his rifle trained on the viewport. "You thought you were breaking me. You thought 72 days of hell would shatter my mind." He smiled, and there was something terrifying in that expression. "I was resting, observing, learning your patterns, your shift changes, your security protocols. Every time you tried to break me, I was counting, measuring, planning." He tightened his grip on Vexlar. "You see, we humans have this thing called a breaking point. But here's what you didn't know. When a human breaks, that's not the end. That's when we rebuild ourselves into something harder, something sharper." Marcus dragged the commander toward the cell door, which opened automatically. He had memorized the timing. "You studied human psychology from your textbooks. You analyzed our stress responses. You thought you understood us." He stepped into the corridor, rifle sweeping for threats. "But you never understood the most important thing about humanity. We don't just survive breaking. We weaponize it. Every war, every catastrophe, every impossible situation, we break, we adapt, and we come back stronger. It's not a bug in our programming. It's a feature." Alarms shrieked through the facility. Reinforcements would arrive in minutes. Marcus knew this. He had counted the response times for weeks. "You want to know about Earth's defenses?" Marcus asked, backing toward the escape pods. "Here's what I'll tell you. Every human you capture, every prisoner you think you've broken, they're all doing exactly what I did. Watching, learning, getting ready." He reached the pod bay, still holding Vexlar, through the viewport. The research team watched in stunned silence as the human began inputting commands one-handed, his other arm keeping the commander immobilized. "Send a message to your collective," Marcus said, his eyes cold and focused. "Humans don't break the way you think we break. When you push us to our limits, when you strip away everything we have, when you think we're finished, that's when you should be most afraid. Because that's when we stop pretending to be civilized. That's when you see what we really are." The escape pod door hissed open. Marcus threw Vexlar back toward his team and stepped inside. "We're survivors. We're adapters. We're the species that looked at extinction and said, 'Not today.' The pod sealed shut. Through the reinforced glass, Marcus locked eyes with Dr. Thexana one last time. "You didn't break me," he said over the comm system. "You just reminded me what I'm capable of." The pod launched, disappearing into the black expanse of space. In the observation chamber, the Vryn research team stood in silence. Dr. Thexana's optical sensors focused on the data streaming across her screens, Marcus's vital signs during captivity, his neural patterns, his behavioral metrics. "Commander," she said quietly, "I need to revise my report to the collective." Vexillar straightened his carapace, still shaken. "What will you tell them?" "That we fundamentally misunderstood the human breaking point. They don't break like other species. They break forward. They break into something more dangerous." She looked at the empty cell. "And we just trained one in all our security protocols." Somewhere in the darkness between stars, Marcus Webb piloted his stolen craft toward friendly space. His body ached. His mind carried scars that would take years to heal. He had been pushed to the absolute limit of human endurance, but he hadn't broken. He had just been getting started.